Trust me, there was a bell.
Did you hear it?
All right, seconds out.
That bell signals the beginning of round 7. Only the 3rd time in Montell Griffin's 15-fight career that he has been to a 7th round. If you follow the sport, you're probably aware of a young heavyweight prospect, hard puncher named Jeremy Williams. Jeremy Williams and Montell Griffin fought 4 times as amateurs. Williams winning the first 2, Griffin winning the last 2 to eliminate a tier for Williams and make the '92 Olympic team. Hard right hand to the body by Montell Griffin. Toney appears unhurt by Griffin's hard shots.
And you know, he should never have allowed Toney to know that. You hurt me, I went up against the ropes, and you're not coming to get me. That means you got no confidence even when you hurt me a shot. Toney's just sitting right now trying to find out how in the world is this guy standing up to the punching power he's put on him already. Griffin's corner told him to jab a little bit, work on the outside, and he's not doing it.
Another exchange of body punches. Toney, though leaning against the ropes, just as busy as Griffin there. Hard right hand over the top by Toney.
Work out.
That left hook right on Toney's chops has been the best weapon so far for Montell Griffin.
Toney's constantly keeping up the pressure, throwing that right hand underneath the heart, they call it. And as the left jab is making Griffin's head snap back now. That means there's no power in his legs now.
Hard left hand by Griffin, and Toney wobbles into the ropes.
It was a slip.
George, that slip was aided by a heck of a punch.
Yeah, he's hurt, George. May regain his senses before the end of the round, but James Toney, fighting back with a fury here, is trying to erase some of the damaging effects of an outstanding Montell Griffin wallop. Harold Letterman, did the ropes stop Toney from going down?
In my estimation, Jim, they definitely stopped him from going down. I called it 10-8 because Joe Cortez could have called it a knockdown. Officially, it wasn't a knockdown because Cortez didn't call it a knockdown, but he certainly could have.
Let's take a look and see what happened there.
That's it. It was not even a punch. It was a slip.
He hit him on the shoulder and followed up with a shot to the head. So it was.
Let's see it. That is a different way. Now, where's the head? Toney has a tendency to throw shots and look for the ropes, and the ropes are not there, and he goes stumbling back.
I think you're right,
He's one
George.
guy who looks to foul on the ropes and gets in trouble because of it.
Tough call, guys.
He loves his back touching the ropes like the great basketball player Moses Malone. He'd like for you to bump him first so he can throw his hook.
Of course, that was very reminiscent of the backward stagger that was ruled a knockdown in the 3rd round of his fight with Roy Jones.
Jim, if you get hit on the end of a punch and you go down, that's a knockdown. And this guy gets hit with a shot. He goes into the ropes. If the ropes weren't there, he would have went down. It certainly could have been a knockdown. I've got the fight at this point 4 rounds to 3. Montell Griffin 66-65. Montell Griffin by 1 point. I called round 7 10-8 Griffin because of what I thought could have been a knockdown, and certainly 10-8 Toney in the 3rd.
And Griffin's confidence again increases as he trades shots with Toney in the middle of the ring.
I have the fight even with 1 even round, but I do know this: Toney is a 4-1 favorite, but Griffin is not fighting like a 4-1 underdog.
That's for certain. Griffin is going to make a lot of friends.
Yeah, but you said earlier, George, that you didn't think he'd won a round. Do you still believe Griffin has
Not a round, not a round.
Didn't win the 7th.
No, if he's got a round, it's because someone gave it to him.
So on the one hand, he's impressing you, but on the other hand, you don't think he's won a round.
He recovers quick. Toney is throwing some body punches like I've never seen anyone throw to a short opponent.
Boy, that was a hard left-hand shot there by Toney, but it was a little bit extended.
Griffin is trying to get his head right on Toney's shoulder, right on his chest, which is a difficult thing to do. You see now Toney reaches for the ropes. He likes leaning on the rope.
Good hard right-hand body shot by James Toney. And Griffin lands the left as he steps away. Hard right hand again by Toney, and again Griffin's feet leave the canvas.
You would never guess that Toney ever was a middleweight with that much power in the light heavyweight.
Of course, he thinks for 3 years he wasn't a middleweight. For 3 years he was a light heavyweight, starving himself to fight as a middleweight. That's the way he sees it. Griffin's face beginning to show the evidence of Toney's hard punches through 8 rounds of this fight.
Toney had no idea that Griffin would be that tough.
Break out clean, break out clean, break out.
Now, I'm not sure Montell thought that James would be this stiff a puncher coming up in weight class.
Griffin hasn't gone down, but he sure has done some funny things standing up, George. He's shown us some steps.
With 1 point behind. Let's take over the fight, son.
Take over, baby. You can hurt it whenever you want.
Move. Look here. When you just step to the left and shoot the left hook. Shoot the left hook. I want to see it. Don't tell me, okay, Pop. Jab, step to the left, pop that hook. All right. Put some pressure on this man. I ain't seen a right hand down the pike since that one you hit him and hurt him with. Let me see something.
Read that jab. On the inside, you've got to work. And you can't come out standing up straight. You've got to come down low.
Get the towel,
and to the right.
All right.
Go up to your right.
Out.
All right.